But to make up for this, he went for the one-frame cake grab in Donut Plains 1, and nailed it. He struggled in Donut Secrets. With the gameplay being a way more basic system on the technical side of things, this game was also just as simple. Pidgey's record is over an hour and a half. 100% requires getting 5 stars on the file select screen, requires beating every normal and secret goal, using all the warp cannons, and getting all the star coins from worlds 1 through 9. This is the longest category in the game by far, with Pidgey having a 2 hour and 58 minute time. Any % no World 5 summarizes the rules pretty well in just the name, and is a nice middle category between standard any % and canonless. If you couldn't tell by now, there's one person who has heavily dominated this game in recent times, with Pidgey also having this record at 45 minutes and 44 seconds. Low % is the game's any % small only category, which bans all power-ups, checkpoints, and Yoshi. As early as World 1, the run has a heavier challenge. The 1-3 secret exit requires a shell jump. In World 5, this run goes into 5-2 instead of 5-3, and unfortunately has to wait out 5-4. Pidgey tops this category too, with a 26:08. Any % multiplayer is pretty underwhelming, with the second player being able to simply go into a bubble, while the first goes through the entire game. It says it requires there to be 2 physical players no matter what, even though I could definitely see a runner getting past this rule. Anyways, Pidgey shares this record with AIDS, having a 24:46. The last category is all regular exits, which, well, I think you got it from the name. This makes the game surprisingly long, with Pidgey's record being 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 33 seconds. The last thing I can mention is that each category has a digital subcategory for the Wii U Virtual Console release, which only has runners under any %. Not too much to dive into there. Released only 3 years after the original in 2010, we got the sequel to Super Mario Galaxy. This follow-up contains a huge chunk of its predecessor's composition. It adds onto that with the addition of Yoshi, as well as the Cloud Flower. Just like the original, there are so many little tricks, optimizations, and glitches that I'll never be able to completely fit here, but I'll brush through what I think is the most important. With the addition of Mario's friend, debatably the most broken glitch is being able to infinitely flutter with Yoshi, which is a must-learn if you want to majorly improve your times using speedrun tech. Just like the original game, there are a ton of resources to sift through, and in the description I'll be linking a huge document that further links to many other resources all connected to speedrunning the game. Each category has a handful of routes, and there are many tutorials made by people over the years. You'll notice that 2 variables exist among the leaderboards in the game. The first, Co-Star, we have already talked about, which is a similar case here. The second